welcome to Memorial Stadium in Lincoln, Nebraska. A Week 1 showdown with both teams hoping to start their season off on a high note. It's the UAB Blazers and the Nebraska Cornhuskers. Reese Davis, David Holler, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now. And the Huskers ready to kick it away first. He'll bring it out. It's Holmes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So UAB's offense will go to work first. This guy will get some carries, Braylon McReynolds. They want him to take care of the ball, do the dirty work, be good in pass pro, and make plays when he has a chance. Looking to throw, it's Rogers.
And you got to love this guy's speed. And to me, David, that's the one thing that really separates him from most other running backs in college football. There are so many guys at this level that can make you miss, and they can get in the second level, they can run through tackles, catch the ball, block, all that stuff. This guy, though, has home run breakaway speed. If he gets past your second level, he's out.
And you see got that extra gear that's different, that scares you. You can tell people are trying to play so fast to try to catch up. So #1 job for this defense, man. Try to make him play in a phone booth, right? Like, don't let him get out in space and get matchups like on a linebacker. Not a good matchup from you. You will lose that.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Complete in the middle. Oh, he's got some space. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
The Blazers headed quickly to the line.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gather maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Slings it downfield. And the misconnection on 3rd down. This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield. A terrific play to keep him from getting to the chains and forcing the turnover on downs. The Cornhuskers offense takes the field for the first time in this game. Ja'Cory Barney Jr. He is a guy who is reliable and can be dangerous if he gets a chance.
And there was times during the week when we were texting. We have a group text for these games every single week, and we talk about different guys. And this receiver, we were like, is the tape in fast motion? Like, this dude is flying out wide. Like, this is a guy that legit has that take the top off the defense speed, elite speed. Palmer, this is a guy that defenses, and talking to the coaches, they are extremely worried about.
Yeah, their D coordinator in this game told us he just hasn't slept much this week, knowing how fast this guy is and just how he can score.
Looking for a huge play. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Cornhuskers will send out the punt unit. Oh, that punt has been cleared for takeoff. Look at it go. And he tried to pin him deep with that punt. Instead, it goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. Dropping back, it's Rogers. He'll pull it down. On the move is the 30. Slides to the ground, picks up the 1st down, and avoids the hit. Timeout called by the Cornhuskers. That's their 1st. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Caught behind the line. It's Smith. Turning it on. And they get him out of bounds, but not before a sizable pickup on that one. Nebraska uses a timeout here. It's their second. They burned a couple early, now down to just one timeout to work with. Looking to throw on first down. Trying to beat the D deep. Wide open, he makes the catch. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they pay it off with a strike from 38 yards out. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Trying to make magic with his feet. Still running at the 40. Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, first down, or get down, and he got 2 of those on that one. The Huskers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
Looking downfield, it's Calandria. Oh, they're after him. He's got an open man. He's loose. Running free, going to the end zone, but way back behind him, there's a flag on the field. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he knocked that one right down the middle. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a pass from 40 yards out. Fielded in the end zone. It's Simpkins. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. From the shotgun, they'll run it. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. That first down was rather unproductive. Let's see what they've got on second down from the 16. Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Ferguson. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. Tempo and overdrive.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Bringing the heat. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Third down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moving the chains impossible. Here's a heat. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
Nothing too exotic about that blitz right there. That's just the middle linebacker coming right up the middle of the field in the teeth of that offensive lineman. Nobody accounted for him, and he gets home.
And the Blazers will punt it away on fourth down. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. The kick is high and away and headed toward the sideline. He won't be able to return this one as it goes out of bounds. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They evened things up the last time they had him. The defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So important to keep your concentration. Get off on the snap count, not before it. It's 1st and 15. Off play action. Gets it out quickly. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. After that last completion, it's second down. Wants to throw. It's Calandria. Here's the pressure. Wide open downfield. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Wants to throw on first down. Finds his big tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot.
Snags it and he's open. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On the move. Touchdown, Cornhusker! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
On to attempt the try. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They'll run it from the gun. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Let's take a look at how these quarterbacks have fared in the early going after the first period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. Caught in the backfield. It's Brown. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. To the air, it's Rodgers. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Under fire. Another incompletion on third down. The Blazers send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Face mask penalty costs the D 15 yards and a first down. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Barney. There he goes. To the house. Touchdown, Nebraska.
After starting the season 0-1, this offense felt like they just left plays on the field in that first game. But so far today, they're taking advantage. QB's making good decisions. Guys are stepping up. They've limited the mental mistakes. They haven't turned the football over. It's a different-looking offense here in Game 2.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. He'll bring it out. It's Simpkins. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And on that kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. UAB comes out, the offense looking for a productive drive. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start breaks into the open. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. And the Blazers in the hurry-up.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
So now it's 2nd and long. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. The Blazers come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And that's what this offense needs, man. They need to do this, but they need to put several together. Back-to-back punts on their last 2 possessions. A lot of times that can wear your defense out, right? Playing so many snaps. This offense just keep being focused, executing on 3rd down, putting some drives together. Next thing you know, you'll look up and you'll have points on the scoreboard.
They'll send the back in motion. Looking to pass. It's Rodgers. Throws for the tight end. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Hauls it in. They bring him down right at the 45. Not enough to move the sticks, but maybe close enough to go for it here on 4th. First carry of the season for this transfer. There's some room. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Man, oh man, the offensive line probably just swelled up a little bit, relying on them on that type of 4th down play.
Well, and in that kind of situation, if you're the back, there can be no hesitation. You know you can't be dancing around. If you see the crease, you've got to put your foot in the ground and go get it, and he did it right there.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Linebackers are so fast nowadays, so multiple. They can do so many different things. Not only do they play the run, but if I need you to go get a sack, I can just send one of those fast linebackers that can rush the quarterback.
And the Blazers will line up to punt it away. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. Finds his man. It's Hunter. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Huskers want to crank the tempo.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
Dropping back, it's Calandria. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards. We're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverage.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
The Cornhuskers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Snagged in the middle, it's Hunter. And they get him down. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's third and short. Looking to throw for it. Complete. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. The Huskers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
This defense needed something to happen to create some momentum back to their side. They've built a deficit. QB's been very comfortable making plays. Exactly what you needed. Put some doubt in his head. Get to him. Hit him. Get physical. They get the sack on this play, and that's just what they needed.
That last play, the kind of thing that can mess up a really good drive. It's 2nd and 17. Looking to fire. Got the quick pass. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Back to throw. It's Calandria. Got him downfield. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the first half. Touchdown, Husker! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They say there's no more loyal fan base than the one at Nebraska. Well, this guy's becoming their hero with this performance.
And Nebraska fans have a special place in their heart for a quarterback that can run it, that can throw it, show you all the dimensions of their game because they've had so many great ones in the past. And this guy, he looks like the future.
And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Direct snap. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29. The Blazers want to pick up the tempo.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Open on the right side, that's Smith. A solid pickup there, works it to the 38 before being pushed out of bounds. Looking downfield on first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Scanning the field, it's Rogers. Got it in the middle, it's Ferguson. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Set up for the first down play, and they're going to call a timeout and talk it over instead. Looking to throw on first down. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Rushes on him. Working that left side. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. Motion from the back. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Klein. First catch of his career, and you see why they believe this freshman tight end can contribute early. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Pocket breaking down. Blasted as he lets it go. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Third down play from the gun. Under fire. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. And that one took everything he had to sneak it over the crossbar inside the left upright. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We begin with the Washington State Cougars taking on the James Madison Dukes. And it's Washington State coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season. Here now a look at some other games of note today, including a big upset with major implications. Now back to your game in Lincoln. Through 2 quarters today, we've seen these 2 passing attacks just pick apart these defenses. Short throws, intermediate throws, even a few deep completions. An aerial exhibition so far. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
And the Blazers will boot it away to start the second half. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Nebraska offense heads out to start this drive. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. He'll get rid of it. And the third down pass is incomplete. And the Huskers decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Oh, look at this thing. They may need a flight attendant on that one. And that one will find its way into the end zone for a touchback. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Back to throw, it's Rodgers. Unloads to the wideout. Working on the right. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
This offense was just hoping for one big play. They finally got it. They're trailing big in this game, and they needed that pitch and catch to put them on the doorstep to make this a game again. Give them credit. They never lost their confidence. They never stopped being aggressive, and finally 2 guys hook up. Massive play for the offense.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Gets rid of it. Taken in by Smith on the right side. The Blazers come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll run play action. Pressure coming. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. And the Blazers line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin them deep. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. The Cornhusker offense is out and ready to go on the attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Fires complete on the crosser. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. From From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Back to pass, it's Calandria. Here comes the heat. Complete to the right. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And the defense needed that one badly. They're losing in this game. They just gave up a big play, so they finally get the sack, but you feel like they're going to need more than that. They're going to need some turnovers to get back in this game.
The Cornhuskers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air on second down. Good timing on the quick out. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50. They'll try to move the chains on this third and long from the 50. Throws to the wideout. And that one's incomplete. The Huskers will punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. Nice directional kick there, like a solid iron shot.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. He gets him at the 21, but a big play there to get away from the shadow of the goalpost. They picked up 15.
And obviously trailing in this football game now in the second half, this is exactly what they talked about at halftime. We've got to create some explosive plays in the passing game. They're going to need a lot of this, and the defense is fully aware that they're going to throw the football. That's a great start to this second half.
Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. And it's incomplete on third down. The Blazers will try to pin them back with the punt. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll field the punt. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Ives. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Red pass hits complete. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? From the gun. Give on the inside. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the first down. Pulls and throws off the RPO. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. To the air, it's Calandria. Oh, they're after him. The throw. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got room on the return. Not only made the pick, but he also made up some ground and took it back to the 38.
Well, this offense really felt coming into today that they were going to have to throw the football. And for the most part, David, this quarterback has been lights out. That time, though, he lets it get away from him a little bit, and that was a critical INT for the defense and their confidence.
They needed something, man. They've given up a lot of yards, and that's the thing about the defense. Just sometimes it can change in one play. They make the interception, they force the turnover, and hopefully, for their sake, maybe get in the quarterback's head just a little bit.
They try to pop a run on the draw. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. And the Blazers want to move quickly.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. It's complete on the right side. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. The Blazers will have it 1st and 10. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Finds his big tight end. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
He's got it down the middle. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Bringing the heat. Lets it fly deep downfield. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field. Give to the back. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Dropping back, it's Calandria. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Fires to the big fella. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. And the Huskers will bring the punt team onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And he'd hope to pin him deep. Instead, it will be a touchback. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. There he goes. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a 1st down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Back to pass on 2nd down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. He's looking downfield to throw. Right down the middle. Got his man. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. And the Blazers moving quickly to the line.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Looking to throw, it's Rodgers. Caught by Smith. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. It's a draw. Got enough for the first. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Well, they came into this game today knowing that this guy was going to have to leave his mark in this one, toting the rock, and he's done that. He's come up with some big plays, and he continues to do that here late at a juncture where they've got to continue running it if they're going to win.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Here's a give to Robinson. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4. They've been very good at moving the chains on third down. 2 for 2 on this drive. This time they need 6. Here's a heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Wants to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And the defense gets him on the ground for the 4th time today, by the way. They've pressured him. He's still done an unbelievable job making completions. But you know what? Get him on the ground when he's got the ball. He can't make something happen. Keep hitting him. Keep getting him on the ground.
The Cornhuskers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. On the ground with the counter. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Under fire. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
All right, I know we're winning, and that's great. But at some point, we got to stop getting our quarterback killed. Like, we got to protect the most important player on the field. Please?
The Huskers will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Steps into this one and unleashes a booming punt. My goodness. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake.
Nice job by this defense, pinning their ears back, getting to the quarterback, creating the sack. But look at this offense. They're deterred. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
He'll throw it. Got his man on the right. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Looking for a man. It's Rodgers. Makes the grab on the left. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. The Blazers will hustle to the line. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the middle. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. A strike downfield. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered. An explosive play to the 40. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. Rushes on him. Goes right through his hands, falls to the ground, and they have also dropped this game as the clock strikes 0. Bitterly disappointing start to the season as they can't come up with a W and open 0-1.
There's still so much room to improve for this football team. I know this is not the performance they were expecting here today, but there were plays to be made on the field. And David, I think moving forward, this team just has to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and when you see it on tape, and your coach has been preaching all camp about the mistakes, but now now it's real. Now you got a loss attached to it, but a lot of conference play still ahead, a lot of opportunities to still have a successful season.
That's going to do it for us as the season